Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Secret Spaces. It's been a while, but we're here. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. Really appreciate your presence. We have a special day today because we're going through a ton of different secret DApps on our ecosystem roadmap as a way to celebrate the roadmap that got released at the end of last year and celebrate all the DApp builders in our ecosystem. Sit tight because it's going to take us a couple minutes to get everybody up here on stage. In the meantime, please share this link around with your communities. We'll be kicking off shortly. Please grab the link to this Twitter space, share it around in your Telegrams, share it around in your Discords, retweet, whatever you need to do. Let's pack the room for all these awesome Secret DApp teams. It's been a while since we've gotten to do one of these spaces, so let's pack the room. Share this with the Cosmos ecosystem. Share this with all your privacy-passionate friends. Share this with anybody who's given up because of the bear market, who thinks that the space is dead. Clearly, in the secret universe, it's only just getting started. I think this is the most number of DApp builders we're going to have in one space at any one time. So let's celebrate the fact that everybody is still building hard in the secret ecosystem. Still, everybody needs and cares about privacy in Web3. And just like we have been for the past 5 years, we will be building actively as long as the bear lasts and well beyond that. Also, you'll notice we've got a pinned tweet up here. That's a tweet that you can share around with your communities to grab people in there. That pinned tweet also includes a link to today's, yes, they're back, today's Secret Spaces badge. Please do keep collecting these badges. I'm told that some additional utility is coming for badges, and maybe Secret Spaces badges will unlock something cool for you. So please collect today. We appreciate your support. Patrick's up here with me from the foundation side. He's going to keep helping add all of our DApp teams up to the platform here, and we'll get kicked off in just a moment, but we're going to get everybody up here and we're going to go one by one through the team so that everybody gets a chance to share their updates. Look at this. We got 10 people up on stage right now ready to talk about the secret ecosystem. By the way, if you click through on today's secret badge, you'll also notice there's a link to the ecosystem roadmap embedded directly in the badge. So check it out. It's all living on the Secret Network website right now as well. This took a lot of work from a lot of people to put this ecosystem roadmap together, and it is super, super exciting. So please check it out. Please support everybody who's up here on stage. We're up to 12 speakers. All right. So with that, I think it's pretty clear that we're ready to go ahead and start. So again, this is Secret Spaces. We do these every Tuesday. We're kicking off again for the year 2023. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope it was good for you. Today, we're very excited to be featuring Secret DApp teams who contributed milestones to the ecosystem roadmap. We're going to meet them one by one. We're going to go through what they've got coming up. We know there's a lot of DApps here on stage. Please be mindful of people's time as a result, because we don't have time for everybody to give a 20-minute update, but we do have some time for people to give some updates. Let's start with quick introductions from the app teams that we do have on stage. So just say which project you're here to represent and what that project or DApp does. Let's keep it to 15, 30 seconds per person. Let's start with the Alter team because they're already up here as a speaker, and then I'll just keep working through the list of people.
Hello, my name is Oscar. I am representing Alter team. We are offering private and secure communication platform where it is like an alternative for Slack, Discord, and Telegram. And we are concentrating on the Web3 space and with integrations into the space as well. Thank you.
Okay, well, let's do the Liquid Factory team because they're up here as well.
So yeah, from Liquid Factory, hi everyone, great to be here. Liquid Factory is building a privacy as a service layer. So we're actually not interacting so much with secret end users, secret network end users, but we're actually using the encryption as an underlining layer for any other network out there that wants to use the privacy feature. And that's kind of what differentiates us.
Awesome. Let's go to Yoyu.
My name's Nick. I'm the founder of Yoyu. Yoyu is an IDO platform for startups on the secret blockchain. and our goal is to provide a frictionless investment experience.
Nice. All right, VIRL.
Hey guys, I'm Gio. I'm the CEO of Viral. Thanks for having us on, and Happy New Year, everyone. We launched last year, Viral, and have developed and shipped the world's first Anon on-chain redemption tech using Secret Network private metadata.
Okay, Red Eye.
How's it going, guys? My name is Red-Eyed Bear. I run operations for CryptoClerk, which is a non-custodial digital asset management platform.
All right, Saturn.
My name is Secret Saturn, and we're building the Secret Dashboard, which is a starting point for new users and for existing users to wrap and unwrap the tokens, use IBC transfers, and have a small dashboard which provides prices and information about Secret.
Awesome. Melch.
Hey guys, I'm Melch, the community manager over at OneNet, the video game distribution platform building on Secret, and the creators of the first game, Bushi.
Awesome. Dibs.
Hey everyone, this is Gino, and we're building a DNS system on blockchain, allowing anybody to own their own identity as a domain name on a blockchain-based DNS.
Amazing. Solomon.
My name is Sol, and I'm here representing the Lorem Ipsum team. And for those who have not heard of Lorem Ipsum, we are building the first metaverse on the Secret Network, which will become a universal platform for combining services and entertainment in a single place.
Amazing. And PriFi.
Hi, everyone. Happy New Year. So my name is Thierry Sanz. I'm actually an associate professor at University of Toronto. And with my co-founder, David Liu, we created PriFi Labs. So what we do research on how to enhance security and privacy in blockchain application. Last summer, we got a secret grant for an application called The Locker. The Locker, it's a way to back up any mnemonic passphrase confidentially on Secret Network and recover it using a simple email. We actually have a fully functioning app deployed on testnet right now, and we plan to put it on mainnet in the next few weeks. If you want to test it, it's on our website, prifilabs.com, and you can send us feedback.
Amazing. I'm also able to give an update from the Stash team close to the end of everything. We'll get through everybody else first, but everybody that you're hearing from here, everybody who's already here up on stage has contributed to the Secret Ecosystem Roadmap, and you'll see their apps featured on the Ecosystem Roadmap, which is super exciting. We are now firmly in Q1 2023. So all the updates on the Ecosystem Roadmap that you see tagged as Q1 2023, that's all real. That's all coming. That's all things you can look forward to launching over the next few months. Some of this is coming extremely soon, like in the next couple of days. But some of it is going to come a little bit later in the quarter. Either way, we've got a lot to look forward to in the Secret ecosystem. We'll try to get through everybody one by one here. Let's go ahead and start with some of the people who just gave their intro. Actually, let me just throw it straight back to PriFi Labs. Since I don't think we've ever had you on Secret Spaces before, it would be awesome for you to introduce the project and talk about what you've got coming up on the ecosystem roadmap.
Sure. Thank you. So first time on Twitter Space. So we are a very recent company. So last summer we got a grant for the Locker, and it's now live on the testnet. The problem that we're trying to address is that it's not always easy for new users coming to Web3 to use a non-custodial wallet. The idea here is like they have to create a wallet, they have a mnemonic seed phrase that they need to write down on a piece of paper and store it in a safe place. And studies have shown that actually it's not always, they don't always understand that it's really important to do so in case the device gets stolen or lost or breaks down. But new users coming to Web3, what they're used to is like login and password and be able to recover the password using a simple email. So the idea was to try to kind of reproduce this experience to actually ease their transition to Web3. So that's the application we come up with. However, we try to do that securely, and email is not very secure either. So what we have added is some kind of a social recovery mechanism so that it requires you to have one or several friends to actually unlock your passphrase when you recover it. You can test it live actually on our website. So when you back up your mnemonic phrase, what you need is just like a secret wallet, Kepler, and you can create it, and you just need it to back it up, right? So then it will ask you for your email. You will get a confirmation code by email, and then the application will ask you for a passphrase or and the address of some of your friends. Once it's backed up, you can throw away the wallet that you created. You won't need it to recover. When it comes time to recover, you can create yet another wallet, ask your friends to unlock your mnemonic phrase, and then you get a verification code that you can use to actually get your phrase back. So we try to have the user experience as simple as possible without compromising with security. I mean, that's my main research. So there is actually a paper that we have published at a conference. So all the technical details are there. And it was actually presented at the International Symposium on Foundation and Practice of Security last beginning of December. So that's it. Update from us also on what we are working right now. So we have this app that will come to mainnet in the next few weeks if all of our stress tests are working well. And we're actually working on a new flagship security product that will be some sort of firewall for Ethereum using Secret Network in the backend. And we give more information to that on our Twitter space in the next few months.
Amazing. Well, thank you for joining us today to give the update. And if people aren't familiar with PriFi Labs, we do ask that you follow them here on Twitter. They're here on stage. It's easy. Hit 2 buttons and you'll be following them. You'll see their upcoming announcements. If they do Twitter Spaces in the future, you'll get those notifications. We highly encourage you to follow them and, of course, to follow everybody else that's up here on stage. Let's go to then the Alter team. We'll go right back to the beginning of our introductions.
Awesome. Yeah. So what we have done actually super recently is that we have completely redesigned and improved the user experience and also user interface of the communication platform. And at the same time, we have added quite a lot of features, smaller and bigger ones. First, one of the biggest ones is Huddle 01 integration. So it is a Web3 and decentralized video call platform where you can also record and use IPFS for the recordings to be saved there, and definitely also connect the different wallets to present the NFTs, so-called placed on your face. And definitely they have additional features there. So that is also available on Alter communication platform. And we have also completely improved the registration process, including now you have a free trial with 14 days. So if you want to register, it is super easy and nice, and also guided registration. And you can do it at alter.network. As for like smaller things, search box for mail and chats, and also very soon we are adding emojis. It is already on our so-called testing environment today being tested. As for iOS mobile, it is very soon available on Apple Store. If you also want to try it out, you can definitely reach out to us, because currently the beta app is available on test flight. So if you really want to try it out with your current profile and Alter, please do DM me or come to our Discord chat or Telegram, and I will basically add you to the so-called test flight. As for like big thing, API documentation, so it is already done and ready. So basically we're going to be distributing to 5 projects actually who have been interested in integrating the communications or chats and mails into their platform. So that will be also possible to have it done, I would say, starting from next week. And also we are going to be launching soon updated website with the roadmap, but at the same time with a completely new and additional product for Alter. So keep your eyes open. And as for like 2023 full roadmap, it will be published by end of next week.
Nice. All right. Sounds like there's a lot to look forward to. And again, follow Alter so you don't miss the announcement of their full roadmap. I'm very excited to see what you guys get up to next. Let's move to the bid shop, guys, then.
So like I said in the introduction, Liquid Factory is like the underlining protocol. It's the privacy as a service layer. And the first product that we built is Bid Shop, which is essentially like an auction center platform, which isn't that hard to do in Web3 because honestly, there aren't really any auction platforms, proper auction platforms existing. The biggest, like what we look at, let's say OpenSea, and we think that's an auction, what's going on, which technically it is. It's an English auction, but it's more like this kind of offering platform, right? Like there's no game theory involved, and auctions were built to extract value. That's how we see it, at least. And that's why there's so many different types of auctions, and not just the classical English auction where you place an offer and everyone can see everyone else's offer and the highest offer wins. And the OpenSea doesn't even do that necessarily, but that's a different subject. So BidShop is like the center, the auction center platform for Web3 assets. NFTs obviously is the biggest Web3 assets in that sense. And we're building different types of auctions that require privacy. It's as simple as that, right? So as soon as you introduce privacy into auctions, you can start playing around with it. And our test net is currently live. We actually had like around 2,500 unique users on the first 2 weeks since we launched the test net. And the type of auction that we've introduced so far is called the highest unique bid auction, which essentially creates liquidity by every participant paying a transaction fee when they make a bid, when they make an offer. And then there's this whole gamification where you don't know what other people are offering, and you can burn other offers, and your offers can get burned if they're identical. So you have to have a unique offer. But on one hand, you can't see other offers, but we can show you the conditions of the rankings between the offers using Secret, amongst other things. So it's like giving privacy on one hand, but showing as much information as possible on the other hand, to make it more interesting and to introduce strategies how to win these auctions. And like I said, that's just one auction that we're building with our privacy layer backed by Secret. And the most, in my opinion, the coolest thing is that it's actually being implemented on Polygon. So these are users on Polygon with all their liquidity and all the exposure of Polygon, and they're getting exposed now to Secret Network's capabilities, and they don't even feel it, right? It's under the hood. And that's the big advantage that I think that we're doing, is that we're going to expose any EVM to Secret Network's capabilities. And that's pretty exciting for us. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for the update. Remember to follow. I'm going to keep saying it for every guest that comes up here. Just click the icon, follow. Let's pound the follows for everybody who's joined us today on stage, for taking all the time. We really appreciate it. Let's move to the VIRL team.
Hey guys, thanks again for having us. We spoke before in the intro about building the world's first on-chain redemption tech. In simple terms, that basically means we've bridged the gap between virtual and real life, hence the name, V-IRL, viral, affording the user the power to redeem virtual assets or NFTs for in real life goods and services anonymously. So no doxing, no credit card, no bank accounts, no personal details, all on chain. So some of you may have noticed we used merch in order to prove the concept, right? Because everyone knows how much people love merch. And so it was a great way to gain attention and following. So our first drop, Genesis, was one-of-one sneakers and some limited edition socks for a bit of fun. We then went on and did Ilikoi drop, which was handmade in Hawaii, one-of-one hats with some limited editions as well, and many more for individual NFT communities, both in Secret and beyond in other ecosystems, right? And by doing that, that's brought increased awareness to Secret, obviously, as well as gaining us untold new friends, which we're very grateful for. So anyway, our ultimate goal is to use our proprietary V1, V2 mechanism and Secret Network private metadata to further real-world use cases for NFTs, right? So that's been sort of heretofore held back by lack of privacy. Believing ultimately by proving the efficacy of our tooling, we can bring NFTs to the mundane, everyday use cases, and that then will allow us to fulfill our goal of onboarding new users to the Secret network. But obviously, to do that, we need to reach out and bring new people in, either in the form of new users or in the form of users from other ecosystems. And that's really what I'm here to let you guys know about today. In that our exciting news, which we're so stoked to share, is that we are dropping our first PFP NFT collection on ETH on the 11th of January, called the Wildcat Ad Agency. That's at Wildcat Ad Agency on Twitter. This is the dopest 8K hand-drawn print-ready art you've ever seen. Retro contemporary fusion theme. So think iconic subculture references, pulling on your heartstrings and your nostalgia. Anyone who's sort of had, interest in Nintendo or Star Wars or fashion or any of that sort of stuff, you'll find all of these references throughout the collection. And the intention of dropping the collection is to create a symbiosis between our tooling in Viral and the WCAA PFP holders, where the holders of the NFTs can not only rock a sick PFP, be part of a community, shape the lore moving forward as they choose, but even more than that, they can gain access to the Viral tooling and our supply chain to create, foster, and monetize their own collabs with communities as they so choose. So, as an example, if a WCAA PFP holder is also a Moonbird holder, for example, he or she could use the Viral tooling to create V1, V2 NFTs, one of ones or limited editions, whatever, access a suite of artisans all over the world, our marketing experience, and sharing the revenue generated from their endeavor. So, we believe that there's not been anything like that offered in any ecosystem before, where you can tap into that proprietary tooling, further the lore by doing so, as well as benefit from the monetization that generates. Anyway, so we chose ETH because we're aware of our responsibility to bring in new users as above. ETH's obviously the largest NFT marketplace by a long way, but also our tooling was always intended to be chain agnostic and interoperable. So we felt that that was obviously essential to onboarding new people from different ecosystems. So we're dropping on 11th of January, minting on ETH. Alpha is, look on our Twitter, there's a pre-mint comp live now where you can win whitelist and free mints. Come join us in Discord. There'll be other opportunities to win as well as there's just a sick vibe in there. Come and get involved. Dropping the 11th of January, Wildcat Ad Agency on Twitter.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. And yes, we've spoken before on these about how we can get millions of users into the Secret ecosystem. Starting where millions of users already are is always the best way, and educating them and letting them know about privacy as an imperative. So we really appreciate everybody who's going outside the ecosystem to do this kind of education around secret NFTs, secret DeFi, because that is how you get people excited about these things, is to just teach them how it extends what they already come to expect from these ecosystems. Really excited to see what you guys bring to the network over the coming quarters. We're about halfway through the spaces, so I just wanted to quickly say that we need to share our secret badge details. So if you want to claim today's secret badge, which celebrates the ecosystem roadmap, follow the link in the tweet that is pinned to this Twitter space. Go check it out. It's the last tweet from the Secret Network account. You'll see a link to the badge. You can claim it for free, completely free, but you will need the claim code, and the claim code is roadmap. All one word, all capital letters, roadmap. That is today's claim code. And we really appreciate you, everyone who's taking time out of their day to attend this space. This is one of our ways of saying thank you. This is everybody's way of saying thank you, everybody who's participated in the ecosystem roadmap and everybody who's coming today to give updates on behalf of their own projects. Everyone is appreciated. Let's go back to Yoyu.
So, as I mentioned, Yoyu is an ideal platform for startups on the Secret blockchain, and we want to provide a frictionless investment experience. So therefore, we removed complicated processes like a native platform token, and we enable users to access our IDOs by staking secret tokens or holding one of our YoYo NFT access cards. These access cards we hand out to passionate followers during giveaways and community events. And if you're the owner of a rare NFT, so a rare NFT is an NFT which is in the top 10 volume on OpenSea, you can also request NFTs from us. This is also a way how we can get more users from other ecosystems onto Secret Network. And we have also opened the application process for startups, which can submit their application on yoyo.io. So if you don't want to miss out, follow us here on Twitter and join our waiting list via the pinned tweet on our profile. We already have thousands of users on the list, and we are happy to welcome you too. So I will quickly go over our current roadmap, which is also linked in our Twitter bio. So during Q1 of 2023, we will finally start our marketing campaign. We will announce our first IDEO partnership, and we will start a Proof of Passion program. This is a program where passionate users who don't have the funds to stake enough tokens to access an IDEO listing, they can receive an NFT by us if they're very passionate. So this is like a way how we also get users into the IDEO game without holding a lot of tokens, so they can grind their way up. And yeah, we also have a full smart contract audit in Q1, and also finally our mainnet launch. So the next few weeks, our team will be super focused on reaching those goals. And yeah, that's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys, and thanks for your participation in the ecosystem roadmap. Please follow the YoYo guys. They'll have more for you soon, obviously. Let's keep moving down the line. Let's go to Red Eye.
Hi, on behalf of CryptoClerk, I'm excited to present CryptoClerk's latest roadmap items and some of the new things we're bringing to Secret Network users. So just for a little bit of recap on what CryptoClerk is, for if anyone is not familiar, CryptoClerk is a non-custodial digital asset management platform focused on providing auditability and compliance services to users of the Secret Network. CryptoClerk allows users to maintain complete control of their assets while interacting with different Secret Network modules, tools, and DApps simply by connecting their wallet. CryptoClerk was created to provide greater compliance tooling in the early days of the Secret Network for all sorts of users, whether it be retail, builders, and businesses as Secret DeFi continues to expand. So through the use of viewing keys and query permits, CryptoClerk empowers users to easily analyze and process transactional activity, rewards details within for their activity within the Secret Network, all from a single interface, as well as streamline the process of tax reporting preparation, which I know no one gets excited about. CryptoClerk also provides redundant access to core network functionalities, such as sending, receiving, staking, and wrapping assets, that are generally associated with wallet providers. So with CryptoClerk's latest update on their roadmap comes a brand new set of UI UX improvements, including better error handling, addition of more applications and tool links, as well as a brand new feature set for queries and query permits. So included in this brand new feature set, CryptoClerk now empowers users to generate query permits with a high degree of customizability, as well as store and view those permits all within one seamless dashboard. So through this permit generator, users can fetch both standard and custom permissions for smart contract queries, allowing greater access to information for users and kind of unlocking the viability and access to custom contract permissions. And what this really means is that CryptoClerk is providing greater flexibility for users to truly control the data, their data regarding activity within the Secret Network better than could be provided solely with viewing keys. And additionally, CryptoClerk allows users to perform simple contract queries, which helps empower users to fetch specific information from smart contracts with ease. This includes queries that require no additional data, queries that include viewing keys, and queries that include permits as well. And so through this query viewer interface, users can fetch specific data previously really only available through Secret CLI. So ultimately, we're increasing information symmetry for all tiers of users, most notably the non-technical users. The only remaining development for this particular feature set is the revoke permit feature, which will allow users to revoke previously issued permits, giving that final bit of personal control over one's own data while maintaining compliance obligations. This revoke permit feature will be live on CryptoClerk within the coming weeks. Just to reiterate and cap off this, through the addition of the permit generator, revoker, and the query reviewer, CryptoClerk is further empowering the auditability narrative of Secret Network, which is really, really important, not only in my eyes, but also the eyes of people supporting DeFi applications on Secret Network, and also help solve the problem of accessing data and reducing the burdensome reporting obligations of Secret Network users and businesses. The permit generator and viewer are live on CryptoClerk right now. You can find links to CryptoClerk both in my bio and from CryptoClerk's Twitter page. To visit CryptoClerk is just cryptoclerk.xyz. We'll be publishing a full tutorial for the new feature set in the next day or so, so keep your eye out for our Twitter, Secret Network, Reddit, and forums, and other prominent social communities within the network. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you for that update. Again, please follow. Although in this case, it's not CryptoClerk you're following, but either way, please follow. Let's move to the update then from Saturn.
Hi, everyone. I'm Secret Saturn, and as I said before, we are building the Secret Dashboard. So for those who don't know what the Secret Dashboard is, you can imagine this as something similar to, for example, the Frontier Osmosis app, for example, or the Osmosis app, or maybe on Kujira, some may know Kujira Blue, which is basically a page that allows you to get access to the most important functions to get started in a blockchain, or in general, in our case, it's of course to get started in Secret. And the idea behind this, that you have a starting point for new users, mainly for new users, but of course also for existing users, to have a short and quick access to the most important functions that you need to ramp tokens or coins on and off Secret. So for example, what the dashboard is going to offer is a page where you can do IBC transfers on Secret and off Secret. Of course, we will also have a page where you can wrap or unwrap your Secret your tokens or your coins. So that means you can enhance the tokens that you basically transfer onto Secret with all its privacy preserving features, which is of course the main usage for Secret, and something that's super important. And what's also key in our case is that this is supposed to be pretty easy to use, and I think we've done a pretty good job with this. Right now we're about 80% done with the whole design and the whole coding, and we're putting out a beta test pretty soon. So check the channels in the upcoming days for beta test. And we're pretty happy if everyone can join this. What I also want to add maybe is that it also allows you not only to do IBC transfers and wrapping or unwrapping tokens, but also gives you access to the most important dApps on the separate dApp page. So you can, of course, see every dApp that's on mainnet right now and get a quick and easy access to these pages, just to have like a good starting point for everyone who's new to Secret. And also we got some links to the Axelar bridge that's coming soon, and also to the node explorers, basically to have also access to the latest chain information. And Secret Analytics, of course, to also have access to analytics of the chain. So with this, basically, we have like a whole rounded package for new users to quickly discover Secret and make use of its full potential in essence. Yeah. So that's about from my side. We're going to post a link and also like a beta test pretty soon. So we're pretty happy if everyone here can join the test and just use the page as much as they can to iron out bugs. And also, of course, if you have improvements or suggestions for us, we're happy to incorporate them into the page. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for that update. We're going to keep going. Let's go to Melch.
Yeah, thanks, Tor. I'm excited to represent OneNet and Bushi as their community manager. The dev team is super heads down and swamped, and I'll show you guys quite why. If you look on that roadmap, we are listed very early because the big news in the alpha that we want to release is that alpha access to actually play the Bushi video game is coming at the very end of this month. So please follow our Twitter at PlayBushi. We're going to give all the updates there, including some that I'll cover. And hopefully the dev team doesn't hate me for saying this, but after alpha access won't last too long, which means shortly after, fingers crossed, February, the game's free and open to everybody to play. Just live, go to launch1net.io and start playing the game. As simple as that. There's a lot of campaigns that are underway that we're working on to really get everybody into alpha access and really stress test the system. Part of that is a free mint that is happening on Stash in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So thank you to the Stash guys for the help there. That free mint will give you the access to play it during alpha. So you don't have to wait for the game to be live. You come play it early, go to Stash in a couple weeks, and again, we'll announce when on our Twitter. But that free mint will give you access to play during alpha. If you go to launch1net.io, you're going to see some changes on the website, which are in the upper right-hand corner. There's a new login. OneNet has done a really big push during the end of last year to not only cater to Web3 users that are familiar with us and the Cosmos, but also help onboard regular Web2 gamers, right? So now you can create an account on the launch1net.io website, even if you're not a Web3 expert. You can use your wallet to create one, and you can use an email to create your Launch1Net account, and then both give you access to play the game. So anybody and everybody, friends, family, can come play this, even if you're not a Web3 enthusiast. There is a design contest that we're doing, and we're partnering with Stargaze and a lot of their communities. If you have any kind of drawing skills, draw something in Paint, draw something and take a picture of it, absolutely anything. Put hashtag Bushi contest and put it on your Twitter, and the winner will get their character design in a 3D model and actually be a playable character inside the video game. So that's a lot of fun. Go check that out. Just search hashtag Bushi contest. On top of that, we do have new socials that are launched. So new TikTok, a lot of YouTube shorts are coming out. You're going to see gameplay vids pretty much every single day for the next 1 to 2 months, so that you guys can get a good view of what the game looks like. And if you are a Genesis NFT holder, which is still available, there's a few available, which is 125 secret, that gets you access a ton of utility to everything. Access to the DAO, staking, really gives you everything. But really, that's what we have. So my one ask for everybody here, all listeners, are to check out launch1net.io and look at the claims process, the whitelist sign up, so that you can get alpha access. If you are a Genesis NFT holder, you will get 2 product keys in the claims option there, where you can send it to friends, family, anybody, and they can just play the game with that alpha access. Yeah, and follow us at PlayBushi on Twitter and our YouTube.
Thanks, man, for the update. Super exciting alpha. So you heard it here first, January, huge month. Please, I guess you can just follow Melch, but Bushi and OneNet, I know, have their own socials as well. Go check them out and stay tuned for more. Let's go to Dibs. You guys are next.
All right. Thanks, Tor. Yeah, so at Dibs, we are, again, we're building a blockchain-based DNS system. This is going to allow anyone to own their identity on a blockchain, but it's really more than just a name. We are really overhauling DNS architecture, so it'll be fully backward compatible with the existing DNS system. So if you're like a webmaster and you've hosted sites before or have built your own projects and you're familiar with what it takes to set that up, DIBS will allow you to do the same. And then as far as like the alpha goes, we are probably going to launch a soft beta test as early as this week. So for any listeners who are excited to see the platform, just DM me here on at Dibs Domains, or email me at gino.bernardi@digiline.io, and we'll give you access to our first access beta test. And then we'll have a larger beta test probably in a couple of weeks or so.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Let's save all the secret DeFi for last. So at the very end, we'll get through Shade and Blizzard and Sienna. But that means we still got to talk to the Lorem Ipsum team and ActiList. So let's go over to Lorem Ipsum first, then ActiList, and then we'll do all of our DeFi guys.
Okay, cool. Thanks for introducing. Well, our first release was launched at the end of September and contained the Genesis location that users could enter using the NFT token as a key, as well as a digital avatar for the 3D space. We are currently working on the second release, funded by Secret Network Community Pool. It will include very important features and updates that will allow you to use the metaverse for any kind of events. So we are developing a dashboard on our new website that users can use to manage the content inside the metaverse in a decentralized manner. For example, users will be able to select a time slot with a total duration of 2 hours and start broadcasting a video or a stream directly into the 3D space of the metaverse. So other users and people inside could observe, could watch your video presentation, stream, or whatsoever. And secondly, even more importantly, in order to enhance the effect of the release, we decided to make the entrance to the metaverse free and unlimited for every kind of user. Now, to enter, it will not even be necessary to connect the Kepler wallet. But of course, if you connect, you will have preferences. It is important to note that in order to start the broadcast, you will need to use an NFT token to activate the dashboard. Thus, if you can invite any kind of community of your own to any kind of event in the 3D space of the metaverse without any kind of restriction, and hold a presentation or other event up to watching a football translation or maybe movie together. So the launch of the testnet release is planned around the end of January. But the latest information is always in our social networks. So you might see our Twitter account in listeners. So all the fresh updates are there. That's pretty much it.
Amazing. I see lots of hearts coming from the Lorem Ipsum account here on stage. So people, please remember to follow the Lorem Ipsum account official. Get all your updates from their team and about their metaverse. Really appreciate you guys coming on and can't wait to see what you ship next. Let's go to ActiList.
My name is Ilya. Happy New Year, everyone. Me together with Salim, we are co-founders of ActiList project. We won Grip-Type Hackathon and received grant from Secret Network about a year ago. And this is about interactive NFT marketplace with different types of auctions that run natively on Secret Network. We recently finished our testnet challenge, which resulted in many new users and a lot of positive feedback. And this is reflected in our updated roadmap. There will be more testnet challenges where you can participate. Testnet participants are earning so-called Acti points, which will give privileges in the app, and which will result later in airdrop of Acti tokens. At the same time, we want to delay airdrop until there is more regulatory clarity to navigate this minefield, because we don't want to be called securities, we started a new initiative to grow our team. We'll be offering company shares to developers who will join Actilist project, and you will see available roles that we published on the website of Secret Network. Please feel free to join. Especially developers or marketing people are welcome. When all goes according to plan, you can expect several more testnet challenges in spring and possibility to earn Acti points as rewards. And mainnet is expected for summer. This year is going to be super busy for us and it feels great. And that's it. Thank you for having us on Secret Spaces today.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Really glad you could make it. All right, now we are at the top of the hour, but we're definitely going over today. We kind of anticipated this would happen because we have so many teams we got to get through, which just goes to show the incredible amount of engagement that we're getting as a network right now. And it's all thanks to the DApp developers you're hearing from today. So we've saved the best for last, as I know that there's going to be a big push from all the DeFi teams in the Secret ecosystem coming into Q1 of this year. Let's start with the Shade team, then we'll go to the Blizzard team, then we'll go to the Sienna team.
Hey guys, this is Daltz from Shade Protocol. So just want to give you guys a brief update. We are currently on testnet for Shade Lend and Shade Swap. So that is something that is super exciting. We are very, very close. I will get yelled at if I give you guys timelines, unfortunately, but we are on testnet and things are going very, very well in regards to just getting everything ready for release. So I would say be prepared for release of Shade Swap and Shade Lend extremely soon. I'm extremely excited. We've been working for close to a year now. February 21st is actually the 1-year anniversary of the airdrop and Shade Protocol technically being on mainnet. So we're looking forward to being around for 1 year and continuing the innovation into 2023. As far as a roadmap update for 2023, we aren't going to be announcing any of the products that we're working on, but what I can say is that we are working on a product that will allow everyone who uses Shade Protocol to be involved and earn rewards from actions taken. If that makes sense in your head, I'm glad it does. If it doesn't, I will say it again. Shade Protocol is working on a product that will allow everyone who participates in DeFi on Shade Protocol to be a part and earn rewards. That is all I can say, unfortunately. Things and more info will be released very, very soon in regards to what this will look like and how it will be structured. But we are extremely excited to be bringing this to the Cosmos and then Secret Network as well. Along with that, we will be working on a few more products that are DeFi related, that are a little bit more down the rabbit hole, but still provide a lot of utility for power users and people who are kind of in the DeFi space and involved very, very heavily. But I think that's probably all I should say. Prepare yourselves for Q1 of this year for Shade Swap and Shade Lend. And then after Q1, look forward to being able to be involved extremely in Shade Protocol.
Awesome. Well, some of that was specific, some of that was extremely vague, but it was all very exciting. So we appreciate you guys coming on to drop the alpha adults, and Happy New Year to you guys. Let's go to the Blizzard team then. I think, Marty, you're repping Blizzard.
This is Marty with Blizzard, and we are a balancer style DEX that will be coming to Secret in Q3, quarter one. So balancer style DEX basically has two different type of pools. You can have weighted pools, which is different from like osmosis and what we're used to. You can have like up to 8 different tokens, and it's really composable. You can mix around a lot of different assets, and it's better for impermanent loss, and it offers something that we don't quite have in the ecosystem yet. And it's not just a DEX, it's a standalone DEX. So if you want to just have your DEX with the swap pairs, with the stable swap pairs, that is more efficient than regular pools. It is also part of the Secret DAO ecosystem, which means eventual integration with DAOs that want to issue their assets, and so that means their tokens and their NFTs on the DEX. And if they want to incentivize their token, they can do that against for pairs on Blizzard. They can also collab with other DAOs. They can put their treasuries into liquidity pools, so it earns, and it's the DAO's treasury, so they all have a say in it. So it's not just idly sitting there. In the stage we're at right now, we're live on testnet, and we're really working on getting people to try it out so we can make it hardened and as safe as possible. And in terms of like what we're doing different and what we're working on right now is we're developing a different kind of staking derivative. So Shade does staking derivatives extremely well. We don't need to step on their toes, but as we know, staking derivatives and centralization is a problem. So we're looking to innovate on design a little bit and give secret users something they don't have access to, and just improve the DeFi suite of the secret ecosystem overall. And as a final thing, we're also trying to experiment with governance a little bit because that's something that's really stale in DeFi nowadays. It's either whales controlling it and people are apathetic. So we're trying to just play around with different models and see what we can do there to improve on the space and the ability for individuals and DAOs to have a voice.
Well, it's an exciting roadmap and it's exciting experimentation. It's good to see a bunch of different approaches being taken within the Secret DeFi ecosystem, and will be interesting to see where the engagement comes from. But either way, it's something that's universal to Secret DeFi is that commitment to this privacy-first approach. And all of these projects in the ecosystem are composable while preserving user privacy, and that's really exciting as well. So thanks for that update from the Blizzard side. So last but not least, from the projects that we have hosted today, I saw Skrilla join the stage, so we'll get there in a second if we want to do an agency update, I imagine. But let's go to Sienna first.
Hi, everyone. My name is Eli, Community Manager for Sienna Network. We have a few updates for Q1 of this year. The first one being Sienna Launch, which is our Launchpad protocol. So that will be coming this quarter. Another major update is we're working on a decentralized front end. So US users will be able to access the Sienna platform very soon. And one more thing, if you've used Sienna recently, you will have noticed that the UX is much smoother now, as we've been working on stabilizing our node infrastructure. And yeah, those are all the updates for Q1 of this year. Please follow us at Sienna_network for more updates. Thank you.
Awesome. So we've been through a ton of projects today. You'll see that this is a very well-rounded ecosystem in addition to being a very large ecosystem. We've heard from projects that are building metaverses, building NFT functionality, using privacy as a service, building utilities for Secret Network users. Obviously, we've got DeFi here. We've got all kinds of stuff going on. There's even some teams in the network we weren't able to feature today because they either had conflicts and couldn't make it, or just, it's the new year. People aren't quite back on the clock yet. I can give a quick update from the Stash side because Stash is the first NFT marketplace that's launched for Secret. It launched on mainnet in December of 2021. So we're over a year now with Stash live on mainnet. So on behalf of the rest of the founding team over at Stash, I will just say we're going to have at least a couple announcements over the next 3 weeks. One around what it means to onboard more users from other NFT ecosystems into Secret, and another about what it means to be the most user-centric NFT platform in existence. So there's my vague hints in alpha, since we established that vague hints in alpha are all the rage. So just stay tuned for that. In the meantime, let's hand it over. Skrilla, did you have an update from the agency side before we wrap up the space?
Yes, I do, and thank you very much. So such a lot of alpha in this call today. I'm definitely going to have to listen back to the recording. So yeah, good to hear from every team that's in here building. For those that aren't aware of what Secret Agency does, so we are a pioneer DAO. We just incorporated as a DAO under the new framework in the Marshall Islands, and we're kind of like the glue that holds the network together, so to speak. So we help with all sorts of stuff like helping DApp teams get introductions to VCs. We help them with the hiring process, with finding the people to fill the gaps in their team. We also help with test nets as well. So I heard a lot of people in here talking about launching testnet opportunities. If you do have a testnet that's upcoming, get in touch with either myself or one of the secret agency team, and we can help to create a mission for our beta testers group, which is very active in Discord. It's always good if there's some kind of incentive for them as well, whether it's like early access or potential airdrop and stuff like that. It usually helps to drive engagement. But some of the best feedback, and I'm sure some of the teams in this chat will corroborate that, has come from secret agents. And later, as you kind of take your product through that route to market path, we can help you with creating educational and video content. We can help you to build out your communities and structure your Discord servers and help you with your social media strategy, all that kind of stuff. So it's something that's free for everyone in the network to tap into. And if anyone hasn't connected with Secret Agency yet, I'd just like to invite you to come and open a DM with us or use the group chats if you've got one in Telegram. And wishing each team the best with all the exciting stuff that's planned for this year.
Congratulations on that incredible milestone of a DAO incorporation. Again, another way in which the secret ecosystem is highly pioneering and highly experimental, but obviously a major step forward and something super exciting for an organization that, as you say, has become the glue of the network. So if you're listening to all these dApps on stage, if you're listening to people presenting on behalf of Secret today and you're thinking to yourself, wow, that's a lot of dApps. I have no idea where to even get started, but it all sounds really awesome. It sounds like it's moving really fast. It is moving really fast and it is really awesome, but yeah, we understand. Sometimes it's tough to know how and where to get started. That's why the Secret Agency is here. Please consider becoming a secret agent. Please consider contributing to the network. We have tried with the Secret Agents program to make it as easy as possible, as simple as possible, and as fun as possible to get started as a community member of Secret as a Layer 1 more generally. But agents go on to do all kinds of things. They've founded projects, they've run validators, they work for projects on the network, they create designs, they code. Anybody from any skill set of any age, anywhere, can be an agent, should be an agent. You will meet a global community of friends and co-conspirators as we try to bring privacy to Web3 and make sure that it is preserved as we continue to iterate on the decentralized web. So from all of us at Secret, thanking you, Skrilla, and the rest of the agents very much for helping pull all of that together, for helping continue to spread the word all over the world about what we're trying to build here as a network and as a community. It is immensely helpful and immensely necessary. And congratulations again and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you all as well. I just want to say I'm super proud of those in the room that have gone through the Agents program and are now representing different projects on the network. It makes me so proud of you guys.
Yep, there's a lot of success stories here. We'll look forward to featuring more of these amazing agents in this new year, either through agent profiles or bringing them on to future spaces as well. But I can't stress that enough. It is a path that's open to pretty much anyone. And dating back to 2017, we have had people come through the Agents program, what was the Agents program back in 2017, and become leaders in this community, which is really incredible to see. So thank you again. We're now 10 minutes over time. I think we're going to have to wrap up. Normally we leave time for the questions, but since we're 10 minutes over, I don't know that there's anything we can do today. So instead, what we're going to do is we are going to upload this recording to the usual places. You'll be able to listen back to it here on Twitter. We'll also get it up onto the Secret YouTube. Please send this to your friends who missed it. If anybody's wondering what's going on with Secret, like, is this really even happening? Like, just send them this. We had over a dozen teams come on today to talk about what they're shipping just in the next few weeks and months and what's already live on mainnet. There's going to be a ton to do. There's already a ton to do. Let people know what's going on in the Secret ecosystem and let them know that they can get involved right away. One thing I will say, because we're wrapping up, please go claim your Secret Spaces badge if you haven't already. Again, that link is pinned here. There's a tweet that we put out in there. There's a link to the Secret badge. They're totally free to claim. They are private by default NFTs. If you want to show them off, you can. If not, it's just for you. But the choice is yours. Privacy is about choice. Secret badges are about choice. And today you chose to join us for Secret Spaces. So to reward you, you can claim this badge. Today's claim code is ROADMAP. All one word, capital letters. ROADMAP is the claim code you will need. Put that in, and you will be able to mint your very own secret badge. We really appreciate you. Everybody who stayed with us for more than an hour today, meeting all these DApp teams, hearing about the alpha, hearing what's next, some of whom joined us for the first time. So if this was your first time participating in a Secret Space as a listener, thank you. To all our teams who joined and participated as a first time as a speaker, thank you to you as well. We look forward to having you back on future Secret Spaces. We do these every Tuesday. So we'll see you again next Tuesday for the next Secret Spaces, and again as we go deep into 2023, have more stuff launch, have more awesome people come into the ecosystem. Bear market, what? Who cares, guys? Come on. Privacy is never going to stop being important. We're not going to stop building. So thank you again for joining us today. Thank you again for building. We will see you back here, same time, for another Secret Spaces next week. Cheers, everyone.